that his huge platform and all of the people that were following him understood what it is that he was saying, he put out a tweet that said, "I should be clear. I am not voting for Hillary Clinton." Now, I don't know if he voted third party. I believe he was a Bernie bro, and he was butthurt that Bernie didn't get the nomination. I could be wrong. Y'all could correct it down below. But he made it clear he was not voting for Hillary Clinton. So I don't know if he voted third party or if he just left it blank or if he wrote someone in. But yeah, that's Eddie Glaude. And there was plenty of others like him. Mark Lamont Hill is another one. His tweet is still up. I have to show y'all proof because when it comes to these people, I get a lot of pushback from black people because, yeah, they didn't see it, they didn't hear it, so they don't believe it. Mark Lamont Hill back on June 6, 2015, said, "But to be clear, I have no intention of voting for Hillary Clinton, and I've never suggested that I did." So, Mark Lamont Hill was a part of the problem. I believe in 2020, he voted for Democrats. I'm not sure, don't hold me to that, but I think he did. I remember seeing articles. So, yeah, these people, Nina Turner, all of these people, yeah, they have added to the reason why we're here with Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act being gutted. And like Mark Lamont Hill and Nina Turner and what's her name? Brianna Joy, the Bernie Bros. Yeah, and Eddie Glaude and people who took 2016's election as a joke and went into the voting booth and voted for Harambee, the gorilla. Yeah, it's because of those people that we ended up with Donald Trump in 2016.
So, greetings, Hotep, Bakwaba, bless up, and welcome to the Recovery Room of Racism Non-Anonymous. Because racism in the lives of African descendants is not and has never been a secret. And in fact, the first person that my sister and Tabitha, greetings Tabitha, speaks. Sister, I appreciate your work. I support your work. And I have some commentary about what you're saying here in terms of this commentary about who's the quote unquote starting the blame game. I am Sis Abena Africa, the recovering traumatologist and all that good stuff. Trying to keep it shorter this second time around. And I want to focus on the gaslight. I don't know where to go with this. This is the third time I have attempted to respond to your video and your video commentary playing the blame game and beginning the blame game. The gaslighting begins, the torching of us. So first and foremost, I want to say I am one of those folks who would be considered a blank voter or a protest voter. And I have been one probably since 2004, I suppose it was, when Gore and Reagan and Bush business happened. After I stood in line for damn near 24 hours out in Florida, and we went to sleep, and Gore won, and we woke up, and they gave it to Reagan, just like that. And so I learned a lot during that period about the political system and the system and how it's established and how it works. And I determined at that point, we need to stop. So maybe by 2016, some of the folks got that memo that we were putting out back in the 90s when crack hit the community, when we tried to talk to Black folks about what was happening, when we tried to point out the handwriting that has been on the wall. And in fact, the Clintons are part of it. They're all in the bed together, you know. It's a game. It's a game. And part of the game is to get us down here in the margins of this fucking madness to begin to gaslight and point the finger at each other. And that becomes a problem, so that we begin to make people the problem and we take our eye off of the problem. And the problem is the fucking racism, the white supreme lunacy. The system. It is systemic, it's systematic, and it's just running its course. And right now, that's the next play. After we point out all the bullshit that they're doing, that they've done, the fact that the man is even on the ballot and was ever considered to be a candidate, someone with absolutely no political experience, education, involvement at all, he can be put on the ballot. No credentials, no qualifications, nothing. And that's how they run the country. Like, oh, they've been doing what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. And it's not about that. It is about Harambee letting us pull together first. And that's what I want to say. That's what I needed to say. And I needed to say it in under 10 minutes. I disagree with what you're saying here, Sis Tabitha, and I encourage you to consider and reconsider your position and how you are choosing to use your voice. And what impact it is having. It's gaslighting, pointing the finger. You. It's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. While they continue the shit that they are dumping, the shit that they are slinging all over the place. When will we engage in the practice of Harambee? Harambee! Harambee! Here's the last little thing. As a Black social worker that I am and have been, that is what we would say. 7 Harambees to close out the National Association of Black Social Work annual conference. It has meaning. Let's pull together versus pointing the finger and pulling apart. That's all I got for now. Peace. Thanks for listening to me share.